We are
Two girls.
on a fast track. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Girls on the Fast Track. Hi, Lynn. How are you today?
Hey, very good, very good. How are you?
I'm fine, and I noticed those beautiful sunflower in your
They're my
background.
favorite.
Yeah,
I
because
love
we want to
sunflowers.
keep the sun going. It's going to be a very good couple of days, weather-wise. So might as well take that energy and do something about it.
Oh, sunflowers just make me happy. I bought them at Costco last night. Those are only three, and I think I have six more downstairs. And my husband said, like, what are you doing? I said, they make me happy.
Yay!
He
That's
said,
it.
okay,
That's it.
you buy them then.
I remember the first year we were in this house here. I planted some seeds, and
Mm.
I say, let's see. Oh my gosh, they grew higher than me,
Oh,
and I'm 5'8", and they grew like
yes.
6 foot tall. It
Oh,
was
I love it.
amazing. It was amazing, and in the backyard, it's so. And they do follow the sun. Eh?
They do.
It's
They
not
do.
only urban legend; they follow the sun.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It is a
They're
beautiful flower.
beautiful. They are magical.
And today we are recording on September 1st, the episode number 35.
35.
Yes, and it's September, and school or whatever you have is starting again. Some people just got back from vacation. It's a brand new month, it's a brand new season that it's ahead of us, and something that starts at the end of August or beginning of September is networking events.
I like to call September 1st the business new year.
Oh, I love it.
The business new year. Because think about it. If you've taken some time off in the summer, and I don't know about where you are, but in Northern Ontario, we have this small little window called summer. And I think everybody has a cottage, everybody takes off at every single weekend. So if they can leave on Thursday night and come back on Tuesday morning, they're doing that. So we're seeing a lot of a lot of that happening, and this is all wrapping up now. So September 1, I love to call it the business new year because people are re-energized and
Yeah.
reinvigorated with their business. So the topic that we have today is very timely.
Yes, because you need to make time for networking. You've
Yes.
heard us talk about BNI often because we are BNI members,
Yep.
and it's amazing for us. BNI has been amazing for us, and it's
Mhm.
amazing for a lot of people around the world.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a huge, huge organization.
300,000 members
Yeah.
worldwide.
Say
It's
that
amazing.
again.
300,000
Yeah.
members worldwide. Mhm.
Worldwide. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
Mhm.
working totally.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's for everybody.
True.
And that is why today I want to talk to you about another smaller organization that started about 5 years ago in Sydney, Australia.
Mm.
It's not like my neighbor. I'm in Quebec, so it's really not my next door neighbor. But
Right.
at some point during the pandemic, I attended on Zoom. One of my friend was doing a conference, a talk with LinkedIn Local Laval. So LinkedIn, pretty much everybody knows what LinkedIn is.
Social
Local
media. Yeah.
means it's local, and I'm in Laval, so it was LinkedIn Local Laval. But because we couldn't get together, they switched on Zoom, exactly like B and I did. They switched on Zoom. And my friend Dave invited me because he was doing a talk, and I just fell in love with the process of LinkedIn Local. And before the pandemic, I've never heard about that. I would have probably, you know, but at that timing was so perfect because we were like, it was in October 2020 when I was at my first LinkedIn Local Laval, and we were craving of human contacts. I mean, we needed to do something to meet other people, and LinkedIn Local are a group of people that are getting together locally. I know LinkedIn Local Montreal, LinkedIn Local Laval, which I'm part of the committee, LinkedIn Local Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean. For those who in Quebec know where Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean is, they're opening another LinkedIn Local on the West Island and one up north.
Mhm.
And I think there's one in Contrecoeur, which a little bit far, far for me. And there's one on the South Shore. So it's entrepreneur or professional. You don't need to have a business to go to a LinkedIn local event. You could
Mhm.
be in between jobs, looking for an opportunity, whatever is. It's people from LinkedIn that are getting together in order to exchange, in order to find something. And one thing you need to remember, everyone you will ever meet will always know something you don't.
Oh my
So
gosh, yes.
that's good, right? And I
Mhm.
mean, I mean, this is something you need to remember because you don't have the absolute on everything. You might be amazing in your field, but we had an event last week and I was talking with somebody who was talking to me about crypto. I have no clue. I know crypto what it is, but the way he talked to me about it, it was interesting because I told him, well, I don't know much about that. Make it interesting for me. So,
Mhm.
I
Oh,
could,
I love that. Make it interesting for me.
yeah. And sometimes when we have those 10 minutes presentation in BNI, the,
Yeah.
the mortgage broker or the lawyer, sometimes you're kind of, my God, I just so hope this is going to be interesting because it's not, and I know that some of them say it's not a sexy topic to talk about, mortgage.
Why not? Make it sexy.
Make it sexy, right? And I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen and people you're going to be able to see because we have a wonderful photographer and I'm going to tell him that I share his picture with our viewers and listeners.
Good.
So share screen. I'm going to show you what it looks like when we have a LinkedIn local event. So you see some food there.
Yeah.
So those pictures are from Mathieu Chevalier. You can hook with him on LinkedIn. He's amazing. So we have some small hand food, not a whole buffet, but
Yeah. Not a meal. Yep.
exactly. But some boucher and stuff like that. Fruits because
Yeah.
we try to eat healthy. So look, just pay attention to the smile on people's face when they're talking or listening.
Yeah. Oh, they're so excited. Yeah.
Yes, it's energizing. It's
Yeah.
at some point you're going to see me,
Those
and
are
I know
great
all these people,
pictures.
right?
Those are great pictures.
Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who is the photographer? Give him a shout
Mathieu
out.
Chevalier.
Mathieu
Mathieu
Chevalier.
Chevalier.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love
and
it.
this is the
There
whole
you
committee.
are.
Yeah, this is the committee from LinkedIn local Laval. One is
Yeah.
was missing because she was not feeling well, so she
Yeah.
preferred to stay home. But we're five in LinkedIn Laval committee. This is John. You see here, John, and
Yeah.
me and Simon, and you can see a little bit of the crowd. This was
Yeah.
one of our speaker. His name is Miguel. You can see a little bit. It was a little bit quiet, like between 35 and 40 people, which is not
Yeah.
bad,
No, it's a
for
nice
end of
space.
August.
What did the speaker like how do you choose the speaker and what do they speak about?
Well, it depends. Sometimes we'll get back to that. I just want to
Okay.
go through to see you. That was the look at the smile on his face.
Oh,
He
love
was
it.
really happy to be there.
Hmm.
This is Diane, another because we have two speaker, and it's
You
only
got name
15 minutes.
tags.
Yeah, and this is the gang picture
Oh,
after we
that's
took it
so good.
outside. Yes, yes, we took it outside. And it goes on, like he has a lot of picture. So every LinkedIn local can do things differently regarding
Sure.
of the venue. Are we going to have food? Are we going to sell tickets? Are we going to have some speakers?
Mm.
In Montreal, it's bilingual, French and English. So the speaker does a 25 minutes presentation and they choose the speaker and they try to have a topic. It could be health wise, business wise, IAA, whatever. They try to make it different. In Laval, we have two speakers, 15 minutes each, and we try to be different on the topic so it's not repetitive. The one we had last week was about how if you have I don't know how to say that in English. I'm gonna need to wrap my head around. If you have, let's say, drinking problem, drug problem, or you played, it was all about how do I say that?
Like addiction?
Addiction. Totally, it was about
Yeah.
addiction. So the guy you saw in the picture, Miguel, used to be an addict, drugs
Mhm.
and alcohol, and he built a business.
Mm,
because he decided that he wanted to live. He has
yeah.
4 children. He's divorced, and it was really, really bad.
Yeah.
And the woman we saw at the end, she lost her son to addiction.
Oof.
And her dream is to have something for the entourage of the person that has an addiction, because there's tons of help for
Yeah.
people who has an addiction, right? But
Yeah.
for the family, the friends, and they talked about how it was making people feel uncomfortable. So it was a really interesting topic, and it nobody talks about that.
No,
No,
no.
but sometimes it's going to be about like what we do, talk
Mhm.
about the business. How do you grow your business? How do you present? Or it's different every single time. It's
Well,
different.
it sounds like the committee, like you have
Yep,
5 of you on the committee, so it sounds like you together
yep,
decide, what kind of a theme you'd like for that meeting and what
exactly.
you'd like to. Yeah, I love that. That's
That's what we
amazing.
do. Let's say for the next one, it's going to be somebody that is going to. They had her in Montreal because I used to be in the Montreal committee, but now two, it was too much, so I stick in Laval because it's my city, it's my town. It was making sense. Next time, it's going to be somebody that is going to talk to how to do how to speak in front of,
Mm, love
especially if
it.
you have a PowerPoint or stuff like that. And John is going to talk exactly about what not to do when you
Mhm.
present with a PowerPoint.
Excellent. I love
So
that.
this is, and we have some guidelines for each and every LinkedIn local that you have to follow, because if you want to keep the essence of a
Yes.
LinkedIn local,
Yeah.
it's not a register name like BNI or a Group
Right.
Réseau, whatever. But if you want to keep the essence of a LinkedIn local, which is to get to know the person behind the LinkedIn profile.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the purpose of LinkedIn local. It's a
Beautiful.
little bit similar as BNI, but there's no membership. You just have to reserve online your ticket so we know how many people are going to be there. Sometimes it's free, sometimes it's
Yeah.
$5. We have food, so it's $15.
Right. Right.
And you get to spend some time. We have sparkling water, coffee, tea, stuff like that, and like you saw a little bit of food. But the most important thing is to connect with other people.
Yeah, that's it. It's the connection, it's the networking, it's
Totally.
the opportunity. I love that.
Yes. And we, like I said, we talked about BNI often. Now we just talked about LinkedIn local. You have to find something that fits you.
Yes.
BNI, it costs money. It's not
Yep.
cheap. It's not cheap. You have a return on investment, that's for sure. Sometimes it can take a couple of months. Sometimes it can take a couple of years, depending
Yep.
on what is
Mhm.
your field.
Yep.
Some people get and give more referrals than other, depending
Yeah.
on what is your business. But it's important, and I always say that to people that wants to start to network, visit different type of organization
Hmm.
before you make your choice.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's also important to know that BNI is a marketing program.
Yes,
It's a marketing program. That's what you're paying for, right?
yes,
LinkedIn Local is a networking event.
exactly.
So it's a networking event, much like Chamber of Commerce has networking events, at different times of the year. There's all sorts of different types of networking events that you can get involved with. No
Yes,
question.
yes. And you have to look inside of you. What are your goals
Yes.
when
Yes.
you go to a networking event? What is your
Mhm.
goal? Make sure you have a goal, and after that, ask yourself, let's say BNI, we have to commit
Yeah.
to minimum one meeting a week.
Yeah.
And that's only the tip of the iceberg, because
Yeah.
it's such a big organization that under the water, there's some committee involvement. You could be part of a committee, and that is really good for visibility.
Yes.
I mean, if you're part, I've been in BNI for over 8 years, and not a single year I was not a part of a committee.
Yeah, that's right. You're
Every single
always,
year.
yeah, and it because it's a group that you belong to, there's no, you have to have your own executive, and you have to have your own, it's a business unit within a larger organization,
Exactly.
which
Yeah.
means that all hands on deck, like
Yes.
everybody has to pitch in, right? Much the same as LinkedIn Local, when, because you're possibly doing one event a month, or maybe you're doing one event a week, whatever, or maybe you're doing one event every 3 months. That's going to determine how active your executive is. And that's something you want to consider,
Yeah.
because the admission fee or the membership fee is a small piece of the big puzzle.
Yeah.
Because it's just because you pay an admission fee doesn't mean you're automatically going to get all the returns on your investment. You have to do the work,
Yeah.
right?
It's called networking.
Many
Working.
people don't realize that
Yeah.
that work involves sometimes serving on a committee or an executive, or something like that, right? And learning, like learning about it. I mean, if you didn't know about LinkedIn, like, why would you go to a LinkedIn Local, right? You kind of want to either increase your exposure for your business, or professionally meet people that are, professionally, who can help you professionally, or, connect you to the right people to help you,
Yeah.
professionally. Like, there's lots of different reasons for you to want to attend an event like that. But
Exactly.
I love your suggestion. Go look around and see what's available. I know that when you're looking to develop a skill set, Toastmasters is
Yes.
an amazing way to develop your skill set. Now, Toastmasters is not a place where you go when you talk about your business.
Nope.
It's a place where like-minded people who are professionally driven and want to improve their skills of leadership and speaking, those are the people that are drawn to Toastmasters. It's a
Yes.
skill and skills development organization. You pay a couple of $100s a year to join, and you pretty much are accepted if you know that you can make the meetings each month, each week, and you can participate. Then guess what? You're likely going to be accepted, and you commit to doing projects consistently through the year to allow you to achieve your goals that are set out by the Toastmaster program,
Yes.
right? So it's a really great way to network with people. You learn how to network. You learn how to speak off the cuff, which is really hard. Like, when you're
Yes.
given a topic to speak about, give me 1 minute on sunflowers. Talk about sunflowers for 1 minute. You know what? Confidently, after being a Toastmaster for 10 years, I can do it. I love speaking off the cuff. 5 to 7 minute projects and speeches where you're talking to people about topics that, may be of interest to you, or topics that, you may have to develop an interest for, and different projects, leadership projects that you do. So that's another example of, it's networking, but you're actually learning skills in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
And I know that BNI has a wonderful platform that used to call BNI University. Now it's
yes,
Business Builder.
Business Builder. Yeah.
So awesome. There's
Yeah.
podcasts, there are video courses.
Mhm.
This is where you do your MSP, Member Success
Member
Program,
Success Program.
because we have a Member Success Program in BNI. And there's this other platform that it's called RED, Réseautage en Direct, which is popular in Quebec. And they also have you have access to a lot of speaker coaches and lawyers and people that are helping each other. And a fun fact I would like to bring up here is that, yes, in BNI and most big organization where you have to pay a membership, you have your own, in your own chapter, your own group, you have the exclusivity, right?
Yes.
There's only one professional per chapter. But you know what? I know two kinesiologists.
Yeah.
They do the same thing. One is in BNI, the other one is in LinkedIn Local Laval. They met at LinkedIn Local, and now they are doing a program together.
And that's the beauty, right? When you meet somebody who's in your profession or has a similar type of business, that doesn't mean you do the same work, right?
Exactly.
Like you may do specialize in something completely different. I'm a coach, but I don't do like a whole lot of things that other coaches do, right? What separates me from coaching is that I'll work like neuro-linguistic, timeline, like I'll do that kind of work and work with people in transition, women in transition, more than another coach that might focus on, something else, completely nutrition, right? There
Yes,
might be a nutrition coach or a business coach, right? So
exactly.
there's all
Same
sorts
thing
of
with
different
personal
specialties.
trainer.
Yeah.
Some are gonna want to work only with women. Some are gonna
Yeah.
work with men, athlete. You can have the add the nutrition. I mean, personal trainer.
Yes.
They have their types, and why not work? You're not in competition when
No, you're not
you're
in
doing that. That's
competition.
what you have to understand. There's no competition. You can always make something work out.
So I think what we really want to try to say here is that if you are a professional or you have a business or you want to meet people, make no mistake, you have to meet people in order to grow whatever it is you're doing.
Oh my goodness, you're
Professionally,
so
right?
gonna love my quote.
Right. Okay. So you got to meet people to do that. And we're just giving you suggestions on where to meet people and what
Yes,
to do
yes.
and reach out. I mean, we want to hear what you have to say. So make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube video where you'll know when our weekly videos are dropping, and make sure you comment and tell us what are your favorite organizations: Toastmaster, the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary,
And
um,
why? Why?
so,
I
and
mean,
why do you like them? Yes,
yes,
we want to
why?
hear why. Do you
What have
sit on
drawn you to them?
boards of directors or somewhere else, right? When you sit on a board of directors, you're going to have access to people who, like the organization you're part of, but may come from different areas, right? Different walks
Yes.
of life, which is really cool.
And one we didn't talk about, it's because it's really for like high-end networking professional, it's corporate connection.
Corporate connection.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we have to have a talk on that because I haven't even heard of that one.
Oh, well, it's most well, it's kind of older BNI member that have achieved like a certain success in their business. They
Hmm.
go to a corporate connection. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
very
tell you
cool.
about it. It's
Okay, yeah,
I've been to a couple of meetings before 2020, and
Mhm.
yeah, I was not feeling. No, it's not a place for me. It's not a place for me, but it exists. So let's say
Yeah,
if you have a multi-million dollar business and
yes.
you really need some high-end networking
Mm.
people around you, this is a place to go. Corporate
Corporate
connection.
connections.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
There you go. So
Kai,
yeah,
you remember Kai from BNI?
yes.
Kai, he's there now.
Yeah. So there's always something for
Yes,
everyone, right? Yeah,
totally, totally.
absolutely. Love it.
So
Love
just
it.
before did you have something else you would like to say
No,
before
that's
I
it.
say my
I
quote?
think you covered it.
Yeah, perfect. So just before I tell you my quote, next topic is going to be how to present yourself when you go to a networking event.
Very
Keep your,
important.
and one thing you need to remember, we're going to talk about that. Keep your business card in your pocket
Yes.
unless somebody asks for it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So we're going to
Yeah.
talk on how to present yourself, elevator pitch and, 30-second presentation, 1 minute presentation, because depending on which organization you are, you have to be like you said you learn in Toastmaster. Well, how did you say that earlier? Out of the when somebody asks you to talk about something for a minute.
Oh, like table topics, like speaking off the cuff.
Off the cuff, that's what I
Yes,
was
off
looking
the
for.
cuff. Yeah.
Totally. So my quote today for networking. So networking is not about just connecting people. It's about connecting people with people, people with ideas, and people with opportunities.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Say that one again.
So networking is not about just connecting people. It's about connecting people with people with ideas, and people with opportunities.
Love it.
because you never know who you're going to meet. And
So
remember, your network is your net worth.
oh, that's good. Now, was there an author to that quote? Because we always like
Well, the
to
first one, it was
authors.
Michelle Janney. I don't know who Michelle Janney is, but I'll probably look it out because I think it was good, because maybe you're not going to find what you're looking for the first time you go
Yeah,
to a networking event,
that's
or
right.
you join a chapter, whatever organization. You have to connect. I consider myself a master connector. I
Yeah,
love to connect people with each other.
you
At
are.
some point, they're gonna remember, and it's giver's gain. It's
Yeah,
always gonna come back my
always
way.
comes back.
That's for sure.
Always. Yeah.
And either it doesn't even matter, because I like to help other people. It's in my DNA. That's why I like networking and see. And I always ask, how can I help you?
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
somebody asked me to connect on LinkedIn and they didn't send me a message, I'm gonna look through their profile. Okay, it's interesting. I'm gonna send them a message. Thank you for the connection request. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
That's
Yep.
the first thing I ask.
Beautiful.
So creating opportunities.
Beautiful. Well,
Awesome.
wonderful.
So we'll
Thank you,
see you
Terry.
next time, Lynn. Thank you so much for your input today. And next time, you're going to be on.
I'm on. Take
Yes.
care,
Have a
guys.
great day,
Have a great
guys.
day.
Thank you. Here we are
Two girls.
on a fast ride.